With Omicron and the third wave here, more and more experts are asking people to start using rapid tests at home more than they did so with Delta. So, how does a person use a rapid test? When should someone take the test? And why do rapid tests seem to work better with the Omicron variant? In this video, we'll look at answers to some common questions about at-home rapid tests. What we call rapid tests are actually rapid antigen tests. Unlike RT-PCR tests, which collect a bit of the virus and then amplify it for test results, an antigen test looks at live antigens in the body or parts of the virus that are present in high quantity when the virus is alive. So they're helpful in detecting acute infection, and this is very helpful with Omicron. This variant transmits so rapidly as it multiplies extremely rapidly and increases an infected individual's viral load or amount of virus in the body. So it also gets detected quickly with rapid tests. As a result, these tests today are quite reliable for positive results. The basic mechanism of a rapid test is detection of surface proteins on live virus when the quantity of virus in the body is high. So this typically happens when symptoms begin or a couple of days after exposure. The thing to remember with this variant is that since a large portion of the urban population is already vaccinated and many have also had COVID before, most people have immunity to the virus. So when they get infected, the body knows the virus and mounts an immune response immediately. So early symptoms in someone who's infected are actually typically the immune response symptoms and not symptoms that are caused by the virus. As a result, it is possible that even when the viral load is low, someone can start showing symptoms and subsequently get a negative test. So if a person is symptomatic, it is suggested that they start testing daily when symptoms start to show till they get a positive result. After that, they are considered positive and infectious. It is also possible that within a day of symptoms and or after a negative test, a test might come out positive because Omicron multiplies rapidly and increases viral load in the body. For an asymptomatic person, it is recommended to start testing about 2 days after exposure, and for a symptomatic person, on the day that symptoms begin. Because early symptoms could likely be immune response symptoms, a person starts to become infectious only a couple of days after that and remains infectious for 5 to 7 days more. As a result, scientifically, it is recommended that a person isolate for 10 days or until 2 consecutive negative results a day apart. A negative test can indicate one of two things. Either there is no virus in the body and the person is free of infection, or there is not enough quantity of virus in the body to be detected by the test. So if someone suspects exposure or has symptoms and the test comes out negative, they are required to test again after a day. If the symptoms persist and the test comes negative still, the person should get an RT-PCR, as there is a very small chance that it could be a false negative, meaning that the person has the virus but the test is negative because the viral load is likely too low. There are extremely low risk with false positives for now, where there is no virus in the body but the test comes out positive. This often does not happen with rapid antigen tests. No, there is no drug or test that can prevent the virus. There's only masking and distancing, these two precautions that we can take to prevent getting infected. Even the vaccine prevents serious disease and death, but it does not prevent infection or transmission. The tests are to be used only to tell if a person is infected and or contagious. Rapid tests are available at local chemists and pharmacies as well as with online retailers. There are some that are commonly used, such as Abbott's PanBio or Covifind. While there are many faulty and exploitative products that don't work, the ones that are approved by regulatory authorities have typically passed intensive enough tests to be used in a reliable manner in the current wave. There are 30 tests currently that are approved by ICMR in India, and there will be a link in the description below listing them out. The tests are taken using a nasopharyngeal or an oropharyngeal swab, basically a swab from the nose or the throat as indicated on the test. Rapid tests are called rapid for a reason. They typically deliver results in about 15 minutes or so. A person takes a nose or a throat swab, adds it to a liquid, and the liquid is then added to the cartridge, which functions much like a pregnancy test. The first line that turns red is the control line to indicate that the test itself is not faulty and is functioning. The second line beside it indicates whether the person has the virus or not. When a person has enough antigens in their body, typically the spike protein of the live virus, it would show up on these tests as a red line. These tests can also tell the amount of virus in the body to an extent. A quick dark line likely indicates a high viral load, while a slow light red or pinkish line could indicate lower viral loads. When the red line for the virus stops showing, the viral load has dropped enough for the person to not be contagious anymore. We are just obtaining the data for this as people start to monitor their levels on a daily basis using these tests. No, rapid tests cannot detect dead vaccines or viral shedding. These tests only detect antigens on live virus and don't work when the person is no longer infectious or the virus is no longer multiplying in their body. It also cannot detect any viral antigens from vaccines or from dead virus that is shed by the body after the disease has passed. In conclusion, rapid tests are good for Omicron. They need to be used regularly if symptoms are present or exposure is suspected. A person needs to isolate for about 10 days if they test positive, and they can stop isolation once there are 2 consecutive negative tests.